Chambers. I'd like to talk to you today about how you can manage your actions more effectively in the context of time. Notice my wall here is divided into 4 quadrants, and these represent different actions that you do, different types of actions you do over the course of your working day. There are 2 axes to consider. The horizontal axis, left to right, represents the urgency of things. So non-urgent on the left, urgent on the right. The vertical axis represents the importance of things. So unimportant near the bottom, important near the top. So we're going to go through each of the quadrants in turn and explain those actions that are relevant to that quadrant and how you can manage those in the context of time. So the bottom left, things that are non-urgent and unimportant. Things like maybe reading your Facebook posts, reading the newspaper, dealing with junk mail, maybe reading some of your less important emails. So these are things that if you didn't do them, it wouldn't actually have any impact on your effectiveness, your ability to do your job. So we can either ditch them or delegate them. So get rid of them, don't waste your time on these things that are completely unimportant. Moving on to the next quadrant, bottom right, these are things that are now urgent but still unimportant. So this could be responding to phone calls, making phone calls maybe to your less important clients. The people who drain your time but don't actually bring you in any money. Could be responding to certain emails. Doing general admin. So these tasks need to be done, but they don't need to be done perfectly. They don't need to be done to the best of your ability and therefore spend loads of time working on those. So do them just well enough to be adequate, but not perfect. We move up now to the top right. These are things that are important and urgent. So they have to be done well because they're important, they have to be done now because they're urgent. This is reactive thinking. So firefighting, solving problems. A problem occurs, you react to that and try and come up with a good solution to solve that problem. The trouble with this type of thinking is that it's very, very stressful because you're under time pressure, and also it can lead to burnout if you spend too much time firefighting, working on these particular type of issues. Top left, these are things that are important but non-urgent. These are things that get forgotten, get missed because you spend too much time working in the other 3 quadrants. So we need to find a way of doing these actions. These are things that are proactive thinking, and if you do them before they escalate into bigger problems, you can solve them much more effectively and spend less time, less stress working on them. You've heard the old saying, a stitch in time saves 9. If you nip a problem in the bud before it escalates, it's going to be much easier to deal with. So what we need to do is, in the words of Hawaii 5.0, book them, Dano. So you take these actions, you book them into your schedule. So you give them an urgency because they're in your diary of things to do at particular points during the day, so they get done. And the more proactive things you do, the less they will escalate into urgent, important things, and therefore the less time you have to spend in that mode of thinking. So you've reduced the amount of work on the things that are unimportant, you've reduced the amount of work on the things that are urgently important, but in doing that, you've allowed yourself time to do all the really important things that are often missed. So I hope this has helped you to think about the context in which you work and how you spend your time. I will be giving you more tips over the coming months, but thank you for listening to this one.